Smokin' Gun Outdoors, reality TV for Tidewater's hunters and fishermen.
Ain't none better.
Today, the Smokin' Gun Outdoors traveled to the Outer Banks of North Carolina and caught up with Aaron Kelly of Rock Solid Charters and Donnie Davis of DOA Charters to sightcast for large schools of cobia, moving up the coast on their way to the spawning grounds of the lower Chesapeake Bay. Sightcasting for cobia out of small boats with a tower is a relatively new fishery that sport fishermen are enjoying along the east coast of North Carolina. With light winds, sunny skies, and the cobia action being hot as of late, the Smokin' Gun Outdoors sent crews out on both the Rock Solid and the DOA and will be monitoring the action simultaneously on both boats. Let's check in first with Captain Donnie Davis, Captain Hogg, and Tilford Smith, where the action has already begun about 30 miles south of Oregon Inlet and about a half mile off the beach.
You're going on him. He's going on. Come on, push him.
Got him on!
Nice.
Pretty work!
Nice. Good job, Donnie. There's 5 of them back there.
Look at that white. Nice white on him. Bucktail on the side of the mouth. Good shot, Donnie. Good shot, Donnie. Woo! Good job. Nice fish. Way to work together, guys. Donnie, Tilford, good job, man. Yeah, good fish. Put him in the box.
Little house archery, salt and pepper. That cobia is going to taste good.
Captain Donnie Davis sees a group of cobia swimming just a few feet below the surface and edges his boat up within casting distance.
Come on, Taylor, get it out there, buddy.
Can we what?
2 o'clock, 2:30.
Right here, right here. There you go. You're right on him.
Captain Hogg casts his bucktail about 20 feet in front of a moving pod of cobia and begins jigging the bucktail aggressively, inciting the cobia's natural instinct to strike. The cobia takes the bait, and the fight is on.
Eat, baby! Woo! Nicely done, Cameron. Set the hook. All right. Back in the How about them eyeballs? Woo!
Hey, this is why we came. Right here. Man. Got a call from a captain. We were following a nice line out there. Oh man, here he comes. He's coming up. Look, there he goes. Coming up. Look at that stud. Look at that. Look at him, Donnie. Nice fish. Silver's going on the backside. Always when you gaff a fish, you want to get on the backside of him. You want it to be rod, leader, fish, then gaff. Donnie's doing a great job of keeping him on. Look at him. Nice fish. Look at him. Beautiful. I'm going to ease him up and then I'm just going to slide him right on in. I'm going to try it in one motion. Good job! Woo!
Good job!
Awesome, Silver. Hey! Awesome! Woo! Good job. Good job, Silver. All right, Cap. That's what I'm talking about, right there. You are the man.
All right, Taylor. You hooked him pretty well, buddy.
Good job. Another sign of a good captain has no hinges on his box where the fish goes. That means it's always been overflowing. Because the captain is all-knowing.
Captain Donnie Davis informs us that Captain Aaron Kelly and Scott Elford have had similar luck early this morning a few miles north of our position. So let's check in with the crew of the Rock Solid and see how they're doing. With lightning speed, Captain Aaron Kelly pitches his bait to a group of cobia and immediately catches the attention of the bigger fish. The first cobia of the day is hooked up, within only a few seconds of spotting it. Captain Kelly hands the rod down to an enthusiastic angler, Scott Elford from Seaford, Virginia, where the excitement of the day has just begun.
Nice fish, man.
Cobia are migratory fish found in the tropical and subtropical waters worldwide, except in the eastern Pacific Ocean, and are targeted by recreational anglers due to their aggressive strike, explosive runs, and palatable taste. The cobia is the ultimate sport fish due to its size and rapid growth. Cobia average 20 to 50 pounds and can reach weights of 135 pounds and lengths up to 6.5 feet.
How about that? Woo! All right. Pretty work, guys. Pretty work. The old rooster. That was quick, huh, fellas?
Alright, we'll get back up.
Just getting going now. Just saw a pair on top real quick when I was on plane. Pulled back, we just made like a little Hail Mary shot at him and he just piled right on it. The old rooster. That was the bigger fish of the two.
What is ground up for you, Lindy?
I think these boys may be on to something here. Y'all stick around. We'll be right back.
Why choose Lynnhaven Marine? The answer is simple. Lynnhaven Marine is the most comprehensive boat dealership in Hampton Roads, locally owned and operated for nearly 30 years. There's a large selection of new and pre-enjoyed boats, with 2 showrooms offering name brand boats. Lynnhaven Marine has more certified mechanics than any other dealer in the state. The service department opens 7 days per week from Memorial Day till Labor Day. Lynnhaven Marine is your one-stop shop for sales, service, and storage. That's why customers say, it's a breeze at Lynnhaven Marine.
Now, the most advanced outboard technologies in the world come together in one remarkable line of engines. Machines designed for power and performance, engineered to run cleaner and quieter, and built for maximum durability, quality, and reliability. With their oversized components and simple design, E-Tech engines from Evinrude stand up to the toughest use, with no scheduled maintenance for 3 years. No break-in period, no costly oil changes, ever. Now's the time to seriously consider an E-Tech outboard for your boat.
Evinrude E-Tech engines, offered locally at Lynnhaven Marine. Looking for adventure? Book a charter aboard the 36-foot Smokin Gun, where you will experience the finest in lower Chesapeake Bay and nearshore sport fishing. With over 30 species of sport fish to choose from and year-round fishing out of Hampton, Virginia, Captain Hogg will customize your trip to meet your party's needs. Now booking for giant black drum from May 1st through May 31st, and spring rockfish from May 1st through June 15th. Book a trip today. Portions of the Smokin Gun Outdoors are brought to you by Bishop Fishing Supply, your full-service tackle store. Lynnhaven Marine, for sales, service, and storage. It's a breeze at Lynnhaven Marine. Cook's Moving Service, your local and long-distance moving specialists. A family-owned and operated business. Wachovia Securities. If you're an investor who demands strong financial advice, call or stop by our nearest office today.
Hi, I'm Captain Aaron Kelly, captain of the Rock Solid at Inlet Fishing Center. I like to carry people cobia fishing, drum fishing, rock fishing, all hands-on light tackle fishing with G-Limits rods, Shimano gear. Everything's light tackle. Peak cobia season tends to be around the 1st to the 3rd week of June. We get some early runs in late May, but like last year we had over 100 fish by the end of May, but this year the water stayed cold, so traditional times about mid-June. The cobia are migrating from south up north, following the water temperature. They're getting ready to spawn. They spawn in Chesapeake Bay. They're running the temperature breaks along the beach. We like to sight cast for them because it's the most fun thing to do for us. We can chum for them as well, but it's a little bit slower fishing. But everybody likes to sight cast for them, so we circle along the beach and look for them. Big fish here. God dang, he's peeling line, bub. Nice fish, nice fish. La. Flipping out of the fish.
Yeah, I am.
We got a big one now.
He's
Listen, baby, I'm going to slowly come out. Look at that fish right behind us.
Let's look at the other one's right on his tail too. Woo!
Other one ain't gonna eat.
I think he's still trying to get him some. Look at that.
Good fish.
Yeah, real nice fish. That's pretty. Oh, there he goes.
Pretty. Come on around the back.
He just realized he's caught now. Look at that. God, what a pretty fish.
Loose up the trap.
Yes, sir.
Talk to me. Holy cow.
Good fish.
I'd say every bit 55, 60 pounds. Woo! We'll let her cool off while I try to get that bucktail out. Woo! Pretty work, guys. She was soaking off that change about 30 yards, and they were easing towards the change. They piled right on the rooster. It's pretty. Pair of them about a 30, and the other one's about 60. Nice fish. So maybe we'll see a few more. 68-degree water, going on 66-degree change. Good fishing. That's it right there. That's the rooster.
After watching and learning from Captain Kelly, Scott Elford eagerly tosses a bucktail at an unsuspecting cobia, hooks it up, and hopes to land his own personal best record for cobia. Captain Kelly estimates his fish to be a little over 5 feet long and approximately 65 to 70 pounds.
Hey! Lift that back a little bit. Hook tight now, you come back to you. Woo! Keep it tight. Got the braid back? You got the braid back? Do you got your braid? Yeah, okay. Woo! Keep it cranking, baby. It's a moose. Keep it tight. Woo! Good Lord.
You got a nice one here, bud. Real nice fish.
It's a stud right here. Nice fish. Keep it tight, baby. Keep it tight. Keep it tight. Please keep it tight. Pull to your right. Pull to your right. I got the tail. Woo! Woo! Look at that slob, dude. Woo! That was three. There was three of them there.
I saw him.
Biggest one.
Like, holy cow!
Captain Aaron Kelly reports to Captain Donnie Davis of this outstanding catch, as well as several other fish landed in the 40 to 70 pound range. Captain Donnie Davis reports that he has moved about 2 miles offshore, where the ocean has really seemed to come alive.
Get that second one, buddy. Put that second one.
Silver, you see the second one?
Yep.
He's coming on you.
Jig it, Tilford, jig it.
There he comes on you, Tilver.
Got him. Got him.
Tilver, you got him.
I'm backing away from both these fish. Where's Tilford's fish?
He's right on top.
Let yours go, Tilver. Let him out. I love that. There you go.
Yeah, boy. Come on down.
Nice job, Tilford.
All right, I'm gonna try to split. Tilford, take him to the back of the boat. Go to the back of the boat. I'm gonna try to split them. Keep it tight, guys. Keep it tight.
Okay, I got him. Mine's taking a little bit of life.
Oh yeah. Woo! Got lucky there, boys. How about that one? Split the fish. There you go. All right, let's not get the tank.
I'm gonna let mine just keep going out, Tilver.
Y'all, I'm Donnie D, captain of DOA Charters out of Oregon Inlet, North Carolina. I run the DOA. It's my sexy little vessel, 22-foot-old Chris craft. I've modified by cutting the transom off, putting a bracket on her. Got a tower on top for cobia fishing and sight casting opportunities. I try to adhere to the philosophy of catching the largest fish on the lightest tackle possible. We catch our cobia down here on the coast of North Carolina, well actually the northeast coast of North Carolina, a little differently than the people to the north of us up in the bay and the people in the southern part of the state do, which by chum. We ride around in our boats, and some boats are bigger and some boats are smaller, such as mine, but we all have in common is we have a tower on top for sight casting. The higher up you are, the better chance you have of seeing the fish. For some reason, these fish cruise along the surface here and are real receptive to eating bucktails and live eels and live bluefish and live menhaden and any other kind of live bait. I prefer to just use bucktails, one, because I'm too lazy to jump down out of the tower, and two, I seem to have a little more success that way. When we pull one off, we can throw a different color at them and hook them just as quick. Very exciting type of fishing if you have the patience to ride around and find them.
Nice fish, Tilford.
Good job, Tilford! There's one right there.
There's one right beside the boat.
Right there.
Smoking Gun Outdoors will be right back.
What can the middle of nowhere teach us about financial advisors?
Let's strip it down.
With the right guide, you can find rewards in any environment. Cobia Securities. Talk to us. Together we can achieve uncommon results.
It began as a relationship, which led to a commitment and developed into a partnership. Meet Michael and Danielle Ramey, leaders of the Ramey team. They want to be your family realtors. This unique husband and wife collaboration is backed by the strength and experience of Long and Foster. Michael and Danielle's team is ready to professionally market your home and get the most for it, or help you find the home you've always wanted. Michael and Danielle Ramey lead the Ramey team. You'll benefit from their partnership.
The conditions we're looking for are basically 68-degree water or better. We're looking for anything, clear water's better. You obviously got to have clear skies. You can't have rain or overcast skies. It makes it real hard to sight cast. And then speed's critical. You want to go slow, see the fish so you have a chance to catch them. If you go too fast, you're going to spook a lot of fish. The tower we use gets us off the water so our line of sight is down. And as you can see, some of these bigger boats even have bigger towers so they can see fish a lot further away. But being smaller lets us be a little more maneuverable, where we can kind of ease up on the fish. If they circle, we can circle, and just gives you a better line of sight. If you're lower, you just don't have quite a good angle into the water. Getting about 6 feet off the water makes all the difference in the world. We're trying to keep up to the cobia, ease up along, not change any motor RPMs or anything, and then we want to cast in front of him, and bring that bucktail right across his face. If he snubs it and he saw the bucktail, we'll come back with the eel. But most of the time they'll go on the bucktail. 3-ounce bucktail is what we're using the sight cast with. Some guys can even use a lighter bucktail, but I like a 3-ounce one because you can get a little more distance on your cast. Everybody uses different trailers. Some guys use no trailers. Some guys use eels. Some guys use, I like an 8-inch rubber grub, like a Kalin's grub or something like that. And that's all you need. A lot of guys don't even use grubs at all. They just tip it with squid strips. That works fine too. If you tip your jig with squid strips and you get a bite, a lot of times we'll come back and rebite it if it's got squid on it. So a lot of guys do that as well. Okay, our rig consists of basically a 6.5-foot Loomis rod, heavy action. We're using light rods are Calcutta 400s, and we're also using Calcutta 700s, Daiwa BG60s. We're running a mono in the bottom, 20-25 pound test, and we're top shotting it with 50-pound Power Pro. And then we're running a spider hitch to a Spro swivel, and we're giving about 3 foot a leader, 80-pound leader, and then to the 3-ounce bucktail. That's the complete rig. People like sight casting because that's kind of our inshore marlin. It's a pinnacle of what we do inside along the beach. You get to see the fish, you hunt for the fish, you make one cast, you get a take, and you got a good fight, you pull on them for a while, and they're good eating too. They give you a good show, they pull hard. So that's why people like to sight cast for them.
This might be the citation paperwork we've been looking for, Donnie.
At the Virginia Institute of Marine Science at Gloucester Point, Virginia, scientists have cultivated cobia in their aquaculture program to reach 8 pounds in 1 year, from larvae to juvenile cobia. Research from tagging programs and aquaculture show that cobia can double their weight annually for several years as cobia mature. The maximum lifespan of a cobia migrating up the eastern coast of North Carolina and Virginia is approximately 15 years. Sexual maturity is reached by 2 years in males and 3 years in females.
You gotta love it. Awesome. Awesome fishing. I've had some good cobia days in my life. Caught 16 up in the Chesapeake Bay one day. Up on these lumps, off Back River, northeast wind.
Bottom fishing.
But that was chumming. I tell you what, you see him, cast to him, adds a whole new realm. Whole new realm.
Beautiful fish.
I mean, Donnie, we've probably seen 40 fish today, don't you think?
A lot of fish.
Oh man, this has been incredible. Packs. Packs of fish. Want me to help you?
Although regulations for cobia vary slightly from state to state, bag limits remain uniform for both recreational and commercial anglers. With these measures in place, fisheries managers have an opportunity to monitor what is happening in the fishery and implement measures to safeguard cobia stocks.
We just had a garage sale. This cobia come in the boat and nothing is safe. They pile on everything.
Don't go away. Smokin' Gun Outdoors will be right back.
Get him under control.
Why choose Lynnhaven Marine? The answer is simple. Lynnhaven Marine is the most comprehensive boat dealership in Hampton Roads, locally owned and operated for nearly 30 years. There's a large selection of new and pre-enjoyed boats, with 2 showrooms offering name brand boats. Lynnhaven Marine has more certified mechanics than any other dealer in the state. The service department opens 7 days per week from Memorial Day till Labor Day. Lynnhaven Marine is your one-stop shop for sales, service, and storage. That's why customers say, it's a breeze at Lynnhaven Marine.
Now, the most advanced outboard technologies in the world come together in one remarkable line of engines. Machines designed for power and performance, engineered to run cleaner and quieter, and built for maximum durability, quality, and reliability. With their oversized components and simple design, E-Tech engines from Evinrude stand up to the toughest use, with no scheduled maintenance for 3 years, no break-in period, no costly oil changes, ever. Now's the time to seriously consider an E-Tech outboard for your boat.
Evinrude E-Tech engines, offered locally at Lynnhaven Marine.
It began as a relationship, which led to a commitment and developed into a partnership. Meet Michael and Danielle Ramey, leaders of the Ramey team. They want to be your family realtors. This unique husband and wife collaboration is backed by the strength and experience of Long & Foster. Michael and Danielle's team is ready to professionally market your home and get the most for it, or help you find the home you've always wanted. Michael and Danielle Ramey lead the Ramey team. You'll benefit from their partnership.
Portions of the Smokin' Gun Outdoors are brought to you by Bishop Fishing Supply, your full-service tackle store. Michael and Danielle Ramey Realtors. Whether you're ready to professionally market your home or find the home you've always wanted, the Ramey team is your family realtors. Cook's Moving Service, your local and long-distance moving specialists. A family-owned and operated business. Wachovia Securities. If you're an investor who demands strong financial advice, call or stop by our nearest office today.
Today we came down to Oregon Inlet, fished with Donnie from DOA Charters. Had a great push at cobia come in. Donnie, what do you think we saw? Probably 30?
I call it a little more than 30, I think, Chandler.
I mean, we had pods of 7, 8 at a time. 5 was probably the average pod, and a couple singles, a couple pairs. I've never seen anything like it. It was awesome, incredible.
You guys hit it on the right day. We always talk about pushes down here, trying to see a push, and today you got to see a push, fish, just one fish after another after another.
It was definitely, I mean, it was action-packed. Donnie kept us on the fish all day. Non-stop action, not a dull moment out there. And I tell you what, you can go with the captain, and you can go out there, and you know he can give you a boat ride, and you know fish are extra, but Donnie went the extra mile. You could tell that he knew what he was doing. He added so many great tips that you just really, you know, if you go out by yourself, you really don't realize what's going on, and you could tell that Donnie has had a lot of experiences that help him. There was a couple things, Donnie, that you picked up on that I don't think, or the average person would have picked up on. There was actually 3 changes out there. You had the real clean water, the muddy water, and then the cold water that was closer to the shore. And a lot of the fish in the afternoon got right there in that muddy water.
I think that's the key to this Cobia fish and stuff channel, is trying to figure out where they're sitting, where they're setting up. And I think the average guy would have stayed in that prettier water because it's a lot easier to see them. But you know, the way we did it, we never stopped moving the whole time. And we kind of figured out that we were seeing pods of fish instead of singles, and that dirty water makes it a little harder to see them. But I think, you know, the last hour and a half really paid off for us in the end once we figured that out.
Without a doubt. So Donnie, how long have you been doing this down here?
It's my 5th year with this boat right here. Bought this 5 years ago. Before that, I was offshore fishing the same time you were down here.
There you go. Yeah, we actually crossed paths a couple times, so that was great. It was great to be down here, Donnie. Come up and go fishing with us if you'd like to, and you get a chance.
I'd love to. I just want to say one thing. One thing we can do out here, we don't talk on the radio a lot. We talk on the cell phones. You saw that, and it's not just me. We always spread out. And an average weekend guy doesn't realize that me, Aaron, Reese, Devin, Bobby, Rick Caton, all of us are never in the same place at the same time to start the day. And once we figure stuff out, we talk to each other on the phone, and that's when we converge. And it's not just the one man here, it's a whole network that works together doing this kind of stuff.
That's great, yeah.
Very challenging fishing. Looking for a needle in a haystack, I use the analogy sometimes. But when you got a couple of good friends that you can work closely with, it seems to work out for the fleet as a whole.
It does. Everybody working together. You know, if everybody covers a little bit of ground, and then everybody comes together at the end, everybody benefits. Donnie, I'd really like to thank you once again.
Oh,
awesome charter.
You guys were a great crew. We
awesome
got it done.
charter.
You guys got it
awesome.
done.
Great boat, great captain, great time.
Smokin' Gun Outdoors, reality TV for Tidewater's hunters and fishers. Ain't none better.